Amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas truce talks, the militant group has demanded written guarantees that Israel will not launch an attack on Gaza after the release of hostages. This comes as the two sides have agreed on a general framework for the deal, with only one point of friction. Hamas has demanded a permanent ceasefire, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the assault will not end until the final objective of the war is achieved, which is total victory. Listen in.
Netanyahu declares that he rejects any agreement that leads to a permanent ceasefire and says that he wants an agreement that does not permanently ceasefire. He wants to release his prisoners and then resume his aggression against our people. This is Netanyahu's strategy.
Israel has also refuted claims that the IDF will pull out from the Gaza-Egypt border as part of the ceasefire deal. In fact, Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that the Israeli forces will continue to hold the border to avoid weapons and armor from reaching Hamas militants through the crossings. However, the Israeli Prime Minister did not mention whether this measure will be a temporary one. This comes as the International Court of Justice is set to deliver a verdict on Israel's quote-unquote occupation of Palestinian territories on the 19th of July. A record-breaking number of 52 countries presented their case against the ramifications of Israeli actions in the Gaza Strip. The ruling can add political pressure onto the Netanyahu government to stop the war in Gaza. Meanwhile, Israel has continued to push into the Gaza Strip. The IDF claims to have killed the deputy chief of Hamas's Shajaya battalion on Friday after troops raided an UNRWA facility. The commander, named Ayman Shweda, was killed as part of recent Israeli airstrikes in the Gaza city. Ubda Abu Khain, another company commander with Shweda, was also killed. As per the IDF, Shweda was involved in the planning of the October 7 attacks. Also on Friday, as part of the same operations, the IDF released a video claiming to find drones and weapons inside a quote-unquote Hamas combat complex inside the former UNRWA headquarters. Meanwhile, demonstrators rallied in Jordan's capital of Amman to show support and solidarity with the Palestinians. The protests broke out after the IDF pulled back from Gazan territories after a week-long operation which killed dozens of people and destroyed several homes. The problems for Gazans are far from over. The United Nations agency is struggling to meet the aid requirements in the Gaza Strip, emphasizing on the importance of the group. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has urged global funding for UNRWA. The UN agency demanded an aid package of $1.2 billion for Gaza this year. By now, only less than 20% of the funds have been collected.
Without the necessary support and financing to UNRWA, Palestine refugees will lose a critical lifeline and the last ray of hope for a better future. To those of you who have already pledged support, I thank you. And my appeal to everyone is this: protect UNRWA, protect UNRWA's staff, and protect UNRWA's mandate, including through funding.